And welcome into Sports Talk at the Stadium. Kevin McCrary here at Death Valley. You can't see the field behind me because this was a noon kickoff and it ended up going till about 5:30. It was about a 4-hour game, and the way the sun is, it's just not good lighting. So I'm actually, believe it or not, don't tell anybody. I gotta be careful. I'm in Dan Radakovich's suite here. That's what this is. I'm not kidding. I really am in D-Rad's suite. I think he's done in here, so I'm going to commandeer it for the Sports Talk at the Stadium. It looks like everybody's out of here. I'm good. They did lock up the refrigerator with the alcohol, so they must have known I might come in here because that's locked up. But the Sports Talk at the Stadium, not what I expected to be talking about. I thought this would be one of those ho-hum games. Clemson was a 35-point favorite against Troy. I thought they would handle them easily. I thought the offense would take off. I thought they would score a lot, and that's the thing of these games. That's the thing about football, thing about sports. You can go into a stadium thinking you know what's going to happen, and the complete opposite ends up happening. And look, there's no way to sugarcoat this from a Clemson standpoint. That was a bad performance by their offense. Last week, I don't think you panic when you go into Auburn, your season opener at Jordan-Hare, 90,000 screaming fans, and you sputter around a little bit against a pretty good Auburn defense, SEC team on the road. So you kind of give your team a pass there. So no shame in that game. Now here, you're at home against Troy, game at home in 5 games dating back to last season. You have all these weapons on your offense, and you go out there and you sputter around. You don't play well. You make a bunch of mistakes. Deshaun Watson didn't look like he was there. The whole offense, they just look like they're off a click or two. And that's concerning. You want to be playing better in week 2. Now, am I in full-fledged set my hair on fire panic mode? No, I don't think I'm there quite yet for Clemson because I still think they have just too much talent not to figure it out and not to start clicking and have some things go their way. I think they're pressing a little bit, and that shows, and they're going to have to figure those things out. They did find a way to win. I think you could say, you could make a case that they were fortunate to win this game. Troy, they're not bad. That's a bold team. Jump on one team and not give the other team credit. But let's give Troy a little bit of credit. That's not a bad football team, and that is one that I suspect you'll see in one of the 500,000 bowl games that are out there. But they'll be bowl eligible at the end of the season. But still, Clemson did not get anything going offensively. They didn't find any rhythm. The turnovers, 3 of them, Watson with a couple of interceptions. Gallman never really got going. He didn't carry the ball very much. A punt return for a touchdown by Ray McLeod that didn't turn into a touchdown because he dropped the ball on the 1-yard line. Just dopey things that and let's face it, we saw can't do last night. They were lights on fire. Lights on. They are a team that is going to be a force. We know that. They have a dynamic quarterback, very good team. So easy for me to say. Florida State, another team that we've seen in the first 2 weeks. They played an undermanned, outmatched Charleston Southern team, but we saw what they did in that second half against Ole Miss. Clemson's going to have to get it together if they're going to play with those teams this season. If they play like they did today, it's going to be problems. So that said, I still think that they're going to be okay offensively because of the talent that they have. I think they're going to find their way back. I think they're going to start clicking a little bit. And what's good news for Clemson is it's one of those situations where we thought the offense was going to be really, really good, and we thought the defense, they're replacing a bunch of guys again. They might take some lumps early, but it has been the opposite. The defense has been really good. Now, I know they had a few hiccups, especially late there on some drives, but by and large, they stymied Troy. They gave up the one gash play, the 66-yard touchdown in the first half, but they forced 3 turnovers. Their linebackers, I think, all had an interception out there. They had 3 different linebackers make an interception. So I really like what I'm seeing defensively from Clemson. Yes, the offense is a concern. I don't think today is how they're going to play every game, though. I just don't. And I'm not saying they played well today. I'm not making excuses for how they played today. I just think they're better than that. I just think there's too many good players on that offense for them to play like that week in and week out. I do think they're going to find themselves. And when they do, if the defense can continue to play at that level, I still think Clemson's going to be one of those teams that can knock off anybody in the country on any given day. So that's why I'm not running around, if I'm a Clemson fan, panicked right now. Although I can tell you there were a lot of upset Clemson fans. This is as upset of a crowd here at Death Valley that I've seen in a long time, a real long time. It's been a lot of happy memories around here. They've had some competitive tight games, but the crowd was really anxious about how they were playing. This was their first time to put their eyes on this team.